Satnam and welcome. This is the meditation for breaking the mask. This was originally taught by Yogi Bhajan, and you can find this actually in the Mastering the Self Volume 1 manual. So working with the subject of working with a mask. So everybody has some level of facade typically when dealing with people in the outside world. But what's not always understood or always talked about is actually the mask from you do that actually inside from your own self. We can show ourselves only what we want to see and not necessarily see everything for exactly as it is. And when we do that, that's like one of the worst possible things you can do, because you can lie to everybody else, but if you're lying to yourself, then who are you? So, and a lot of times our ego comes in to protect us, to maybe there's certain things we can't really feel to their fullest extent. We just might not be fully ready for it. You know, if it has to do with insecurity or very deep inner stuff. The ego can be a little inflated in order just to protect ourselves. But that's still distorting awareness, and we really can't get anywhere if we aren't in full connection with our own deepest self. We need to be able to have the ability to find those inconvenient answers that we might not actually want to hear. So this is a meditation that's good to do when kind of feeling like inside that you're hiding a little bit from the truth, you're kind of circling something but you just can't get to it. It's also good for like a victim mentality. So if you think about all in life is provided for you, and essentially the life that you're living, good or bad or whatever you think about it, it's the life that you are destined to live and the life that you actually want to be living. But if you're feeling like everything is being done to you and it's everybody else's fault, it's a time to look inward and seeing, well, why am I creating this? And that's where a meditation like this can be pretty helpful. So some essential things to remember though when working just in general with your spiritual practices, whenever feeling chaotic or like a mess, just remember a couple of things. Is you want to forget who you think you are, because really what are we really in our physical form? We're influenced a lot by our environment that we grew up in and by our parents, and then who we think we are, which actually may be really off base from who we actually are destined to be. So forget who you think you are, and then go within and ask how you're supposed to serve. So going back onto this meditation though, for breaking the mask, I found it interesting when doing it. I've sometimes had these things that just pop up just out of nowhere, like seeing boxes in a garage, kind of going through and sorting them out, and then removing them. I've kind of seen certain themes that have been along those lines. So whatever you see with this, it could be very subtle. Just allow it to kind of happen, but don't try to attach to it or figure that out. Just kind of allow it, but you may run into something like that. How this meditation is done. So we're going to be using mantra Har Ji, Hara 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 Har Ji, and this is it basically means, oh my soul, God is, God is, God is, God is, oh my soul. And we're going to be using the version by Guru Nam Singh. This is in his Touch Every Heart meditation CD. So how this is done is you're going to be holding Lotus Mudra. Lotus Mudra, you're basically just touching the thumbs and the mercury finger or the pinky together, and everything else is separate. So it'll look like this if you're looking above me. And you're going to take that right here around the heart center, and the elbows are in. And the first part of this, so we're going to cut all the times in half. Originally this is about a 31-minute meditation, and it's in 3 parts. The first part, it's mentally chanting, and it's also doing this in a breathing rhythm. And that was originally done for 15 minutes. We're going to do it for about 7. But how this sequence goes, so you're mentally chanting. This is part 1. Mentally chanting. And you're inhaling about a third. And it could be about 5 seconds. So that'd be one repetition of Guru Nam's version of Har Ji. So inhaling a third, and then you hold for 15 seconds. which would also be about 3 repetitions of Har Ji. And then you're going to inhale again for the second third, so you're 2/3 up, and then you hold for 15 seconds, or you can use the 3 repetitions of Har Ji. And then you're going to inhale the final third, so your lungs are full, and then you're going to hold for 15 seconds. And then you exhale completely. So again, we're going to do that for about 7 minutes. And you're still going to be holding the mudra, and then when we complete step 1, then we'll begin chanting along. And that was originally taught for 11 minutes, we're going to do it for 6. And then at the completion of part 2, then part 3, the final part, we go back to step 1, where we're mentally chanting, and then also doing the same breathing sequence. So inhaling 5 seconds for a third, hold for 15, inhale 5 seconds, hold 15, and then inhale and hold for 15. Even though we're playing the mantra, during the mentally chanting pieces, you want to still make sure, though, that you're still mentally chanting along and not just relying on the recording for listening and coordinating the breath. Just one important piece there. So take the hands, Lotus Mudra, you're touching the pinkies and the thumbs, elbows in, tuck the chin, the eyes are about 1/10 open, or as you wish, and I'll just guide you through the first round and then you'll be on your own. Inhaling 1/3, hold, 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 inhaling the second third, hold, 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 inhaling full lungs, hold, 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 exhale, and now continue on your own. Har Ji Har 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 Ji 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 Har Ji Har 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 Ji
Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji 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 Har 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 Ji.
And now begin chanting.
Har Ji Har 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 Ji 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 Har Ji 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 Har 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 Ji Har Har Ji Har 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 Ji Har Ji 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 Har 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 Ji
Har Ji, Har 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 Ji. Har Ji, Har 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 Ji. Har Ji, Har 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 Ji. And return back to mentally chanting in the breathing sequence. Inhaling a third. Hold. 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 Inhaling the second third. Hold. 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 Inhaling full lungs now. Hold. 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 And now exhale. Continue on your own.
Har Ji, Har 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 Ji. 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 Har Ji, Har 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 Ji.
Okay, inhale deeply. And squeeze, applying wool bond, squeezing the rectum, sex organs, and navel point, and hold this breath. Exhale. Inhale deeply again. Applying wool bond, squeeze. And just contract, contract, squeeze. Exhale. And one last time, inhale real deep. And squeeze, applying wool bond. Keep holding. And exhale and relax. Just bring the hands down, Gyan Mudra, and just relax here for a moment. Just return to regular breathing here. The eyes looking at the tip of the nose, closed. And just get a sense now of your body and where you're at and what you're sensing. And what you're seeing and feeling. And inhale. Exhale. And bring the palms together. Thank you, and Sat Nam.
From poverty we rise.